Welcome to the post-recorded live beginner flow class. Woo! That is a mouthful. So this class was held on Sunday. It was our first live class focused for beginners or geared towards beginners, people who don't have a consistent yoga practice or who might be on the tighter side. This is a great class to start to build your practice. If some of the movements are more challenging, that's wonderful, right? You always want to be at a place in your practice where you feel that you're being challenged and you're able to step just a little bit outside of that comfort zone each time to grow and expand. Some recommended props that you can use to support your practice today will be a yoga strap, 2 yoga blocks. I have here a small towel. This is going to be for my Savasana eye pillow. And I also did recommend having some sort of aromatherapy. I have here some essential oil just for calming and an extra added layer of relaxation. I've also added a playlist for you, so I've linked it down there and I'll cue you when to start the music. If you guys enjoy these classes, I highly recommend checking out my other classes. There's a bunch of them on YouTube. Secret to Asana is a great one. Down Dog is not a resting pose, explains a lot. And I would also recommend you guys check out my online classes at Om Life Living, which is still 50% off with the code HOME. With all that being said, let's get started. I'll meet you on your mats. So I'm just gonna put all of my props to one side. And I just want you guys to find a comfortable seat. You can prepare your aromatherapy. And what you're going to do is put very, very little just in the palm, very little. We don't want our palms to be oily or anything. And just start to rub your hands together. Building some heat. And then once your palms are nice and warm, take your palms to hover around your eyes. Breathe in the scent, inhaling through your nose. And open your mouth side out. And as you hover over your eyes, feel this electromagnetic connection, right? From your hands towards your skin. Relax your eyebrows. Slide one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Slight bow of your chin to your chest. Quiet your mind. Start to listen. Listen to your breath. And listen to your bodies. See if you can clear your minds and really listen internally. There's so much buzz going on outside right now, a lot in the media. It's almost like static noise. And it can interfere with your own voice. So see if you can clear away all of the noise and really listen. What is it that you need today? Set an intention for your practice, for your day. Maybe it's simply calm, breath, peace. Choose a word, your word. Both hands to your heart to seal that intention in. Take a full breath in. And then let it go, exhale. So even with our intention setting, we set an intention, but we hold nothing. We're detached, right? We let it go out with trust. Same thing for your yoga practice. Set an intention, hold no expectation. And I want to start today with some breath work. So if you are new to yoga, there is this term called Ujjayi Pranayama, and it is a breath that builds a lot of heat. But what I particularly like about it is that it slows everything down. So you want to think about the very back of your throat, almost like it has a filtration system. So if you think about constricting the back of your throat by pressing the back of your tongue up to the roof of your mouth, and then you inhale through the nose, it should create this oceanic inhale. And then do the same thing when you exhale it out. Send the breath up through the roof of the mouth and out through the nose. So you're mimicking the sound of H-A, ha, inhaling, and mimicking it back out, exhaling. Okay, and when you're breathing, I want you to start thinking about closing your belly in and up. So we call this a bit of Uddiyana, or basically just think about sucking your belly in and expanding your breath through the upper body, above the rib cage, through the chest, even through the upper back, so that your inhale will expand the upper. And then your exhale will close the ribs. So the belly stays tethered to the spine. Belly button in and up to the heart, Uddiyana. Okay? And then we'll add in one more layer. We'll add in breath retention, or kumbhaka. So we'll inhale up. Let the breath linger at the very top. And then exhale it out. And hold the breath empty. Let it linger at the bottom. Let's add a count. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Expand the chest. Hold, let it linger. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it empty at the bottom. Let it linger. And then inhale, draw it back in again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it linger at the top. Feel the chest expand. Exhale out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it linger at the bottom. Hold empty. Last one. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Let it linger. Let it expand in the heart. Even feel your heart beating into the chest. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full inhale. Reach your arms up. And then exhale. Hands cup the knees. Okay, you can blink your eyes open. So trying to retain this breath as we start to pair movement with breath. Reach your right arm up and bend your right elbow. Hand down your back, left hand to your right elbow. Stretch your shoulder up to your ear, inhale. And then as you exhale, we'll take a little side stretch to our left, reaching the rib cage up like a semicircle, like a rainbow. Imagine a rainbow stretching up and over through the rib cage. Come on back to center. Keep your right arm behind your head and open your throat. Stay tuned in. Notice your facial expression. Can you stay soft in the face? Relaxed in the eyes. While the belly stays in, breathe into the chest. And then slowly release. Both arms reach up, interlock the hands, flip the palms up, stretch up, open the throat, inhale. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, reverse the curve. Pull the upper back towards the back wall, stretch your arms forward. Inhale, reach up. Hips ground you down, look up. Exhale. Push your arms out, round your upper back. One more, inhale. Stretch shoulders up to the ears, stretch up. Exhale. Tuck your chin to your chest. Come on back to neutral spine. Inhale, reach your left arm up, and then exhale, bend your elbow. Right hand to your left elbow, stretch your shoulder up, and then side stretch up and over to your right. Turn your gaze up. Feel that rainbow action of rib cage up and over. A lot of visualization here. And then inhale back to center. Reach your arm behind your head and try to lift your chin away from your chest. Think of a big grapefruit under your chin. And relax your face, relax your eyes and your jaw. Breathe into that chest. And then exhale. Both arms reach up. Interlock the hands, inhale, look up. And then exhale, we'll round. This time, keep the rounding of your spine. Take your hands down to your mat, and then find your way into a tabletop. So lining up your wrists underneath your shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, just take a few intuitive movements to kind of wake up the body. There is nothing stronger than your intuition. Tap into your intuition and move. Trust yourself. And then we'll eventually find a little bit of stillness in our tabletop. Turn your fingers so that they face your knees. And if it's too much, you can just take the fingertips to face out, right? Go wherever feels okay for you. And you can sway side to side, but eventually we'll start to press our hips back. Stretching out the wrists, right? Come on back to center and tent your fingertips onto the mat. So think of spider fingers. The underneath palm is domed up. Press into the finger pads, shift your weight forward. Feel your forearms ignite. Plant your hands back down underneath your shoulders. This is key to spin your inner creases of the elbows forward. So it is this action of taking your upper arm to spin in, almost like you're trying to crack an egg with that armpit, okay? There's a video on YouTube, Secret to Asana. You can watch that. Explains more detail. And then from there, we'll take a few rounds of our cat-cows. You can untuck your toes. That Ujjayi breath is active here. As you inhale, lift your chest. Oceanic exhale as you dome your upper back. Inhale. Exhale, tuck chin, round upper back. 3 more rounds. Inhaling to arch the spine. Open your throat. Drop the chest. Drop the belly, really. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, chest pulls forward. Shoulder blades slide down your back. Exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Child's pose. Press your hips to your heels. And if you have anything in your knees, you can just walk yourself forward more, right? Release the forehead. For those of you that have my Spotify playlist, you can start your music. Find your breath in your child's pose. Feel your breath expand the upper back. And waken up your arms. Reach your arms forward. Really stretch out the arms. Feel even stretch in the armpit. As you exhale, press your hips towards your heels. 1 more breath in. And slowly breathe out. Come on back to a tabletop. Walk your knees back about 2 inches. Then from there, shift your weight forward. Round your upper back, push the floor away. So feel for the space between the shoulder blades, lift up towards the ceiling, and then tuck your tail under. We're going to do a few of these kind of like twerking actions in our pelvis. So the upper back stays domed. Inhale to arch, and then as you exhale, tuck your tail. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the hips up, arch. Exhale. That inner creases of the elbows stay facing forward. 1 more. Inhaling to arch. And then exhale, core is tight, tuck your tail. Now keep your tailbone tucked. Lift your knees. Push the floor away. Scoop that tailbone underneath you. Strong quads. Shift forward, shift back a few times. Press into your finger pads and your knuckle pads. And feel for those arms strengthen through the forearms so that the wrists don't take too much pressure. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Pedal out your feet. Again, find some intuitive action here. And find some stillness in your down dog. Bend your knees, lift your heels. Feel like a string. We're drawing your hips up and back. Ears are between your biceps. Look to your belly button, and as you look to the belly button, close your rib cage. Think of rounding that space between your shoulder blades again. And then readjust. Arch your low back, that pelvic action. It's the same thing we just did in that high plank. Twerk your hips up. Close your rib cage. Breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Now, if you are at home and you still find struggle in your down dog and you have some blocks, you might take your blocks underneath your hands so that you can really feel the push in the arms as you drive your hips up and back. Soften your knees and slowly tiptoe your way to the top of your mat. Separate your feet wide. Hips width, shoulder width, or even mat width apart. Sit the hips down. Inhale, lift your chest, pull the heart forward. And then as you exhale, we'll fold. Keep your knees soft, belly to your thighs. Inhale, bend your knees, pull your chest forward. Look up. Exhale, fold. 1 more time, bend your knees, pull the heart forward, inhale. Fold, exhale. I'm gonna quiet the music, make sure you guys can hear me. This time, keep the knees soft, fold the rib cage to the thighs, hands to opposite elbows for ragdoll. Sway a little side to side. And then find some stillness again. If you need blocks under your hands, take them there. Try to allow your upper body to drape over the thighs. Find your Ujjayi breath. Inhale into upper rib cage. Exhale, fold deeper. 1 more breath in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. And exhale as much as you need. You can bend the knees. Take your hands to your hips. Belly in, rise all the way up, stand up tall. Lengthen your tailbone. Press into your feet and pull up your knees by engaging your quads. Reach your arms up, inhale. We'll take a side stretch. The right hand comes down. Lift your left shoulder up and then exhale, side bend. My knees, my legs stay strong. I'm pressing down into the feet. Look up. Straighten left elbow more, inhale. As you exhale, engage the core, rise back up. Both arms up. Left hand down. Inhale, right shoulder lifts, and then exhale, side stretch, up and over. Strong legs, strong core. Inhale, straighter right arm. Exhale, bend. 1 more, breathe in. Exhale, engage the core, rise back up. Both arms lift, inhale. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, fold yourself down. Hands can come to blocks. Inhale, lengthen your spine, pull the heart forward. And then exhale, hands can be on blocks. Step left foot back, step right foot back. High plank. Shift your weight forward. Lower your knees. Round your upper back. Tuck your tailbone under. Shift your weight forward. Nothing changes. That pelvic tuck stays. Bend your elbows halfway. Lift your knees. Chaturanga. Hold 3, 2, 1. Straighten the arms. Knees down. Press back through a child's pose. So we'll repeat that 2 more rounds. If you would like, you can stay on the blocks or you can just come to your hands. Shift your weight forward. Like a cat, round your upper back. Tuck your tail under. Shift weight forward. Bend your elbows halfway. Stay strong. Keep the pelvis tucked. Lift your knees. Hold 3, 2, 1. Straighten the arms. Knees down. Press back. One more time. Inhale to dome your upper back. Wave forward. Exhale, tuck tail. Inhale, lift the knees. Oh, I lied. Knees down. Shift weight forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Now inhale, lift the knees for 3, for 2, for 1. Straighten the arms. Knees down. Press back. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. You can again pedal at your feet. If your hands are on blocks, that's my favorite way. Yogi's choice. And then bend your knees. Lift your tail. Look forward, inhale. Bend the knees more. You might jump forward or step forward. Lengthen your spine, feet hips width apart, flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise up, pull the heart up. Reach your arms up, strong legs. Prayer to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees to fold. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Blocks might be of use here. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Feel strong in your right hip and hug your hips towards one another. Press into your right foot. Belly away from the thigh. Reach your arms up over your ears. Fierce pose. Ears between the biceps. Press through your back leg. Rise all the way up. High lunge, inhale. As you exhale, you can bend the back knee, settle into your lunge, but don't just bend your back knee, make it intentional. Tuck your tail under and you'll feel more stretch down the front thigh. Arms reach up, breathe. One more breath in. Exhale, we'll peel the left arm back. Drop the right arm down and turn the palms down. Spin your back heel down, warrior 2. Over here, watch your right knee. Make sure it's not collapsing inward. Track it past the front foot. Arms out, shoulder blades down, belly in. Back leg super active. Now press into the ball of your front foot and straighten your right leg. Hinge your hips back. Reach your arm forward. Hand can come down to your shin or it can come to a block. I like it outside of the leg. Left arm can lift, look up. So there's different ways to do triangle. I'm going to teach you as a twist. Turn your left hip down. Draw your right leg back. This rib cage, instead of it facing down, peel it up. Left arm up. Look up. Stay very aware of your back foot. Keep pressing into the pinky edge of it. Inhale. And exhale, maybe even a half bind. Reach your arm behind you. It might come towards the crease of your right thigh. Right hip. This is just optional. Strong legs, engage the core. Right arm can lift. Like you're serving, I don't know, veggies, a salad, anything, pizza, towards the front edge of your mat. Rise all the way up, inhale. Arms up. Exhale, warrior two. This action feels so good. Let's do it again. Inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the leg. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Straighten your arms and the leg. Turn your toes in. So the toes are pigeon-toed, facing one another. Hands to your hips. Press the outer edges. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold down. Hands can come to the floor or to blocks. Lengthen your spine, flat back. Forward fold, exhale. Now, this is a beginner flow, but if you have any variations, of course, feel free to take it, right? Tripod headstand is a favorite. Inhale, re-lengthen your spine, look forward. Then exhale, we're going to turn our left toes to face the back edge. The right toes are pretty much in warrior two. Cartwheel up, Virabhadrasana to warrior two. Settle. Flip your left palm. Inhale to reverse the warrior. Side stretch. Reach your ribcage away from the hip up. And then exhale, we'll cartwheel the hand to frame our left foot. So now we're facing the back edge of the mat. Pivot your heel up into a runner's lunge. The right hand is going to stay down. Inhale, sweep your left arm up for an easy twist and look to your left hand. So if you're not facing the camera, just listen closely. We're going to push into the right hand and spin the outer edge of our right foot down. Step your left foot towards the back edge of the mat and sit the hips down. So now we're facing front again. Ta-da! Left hand behind you. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, we'll start with a hip stretch. Just hug your left thigh into your chest. Left hand down, chest lifts. And feel glute stretch. If this feels good for you, right elbow outside of your left thigh. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, twist. This hand can come to your heart. Feel your heart lift into your hand as you look back. Inhale back through center, and then exhale, counter twist. Come back to center and step your right foot down. Seated figure four. Fingertips tent behind you, lift your chest. Watch that you're not just rounding it back. You can step your right foot forward and lift your heart more. And just stretch. You can sway it side to side. If you have the flexibility, you can cradle your foot. The elbow around the outer edge, other elbow around the thigh. Interlacing your fingers and pulling your heart to your shin. Look up. And again, these side-to-side swaying actions are really nice if you'd like that. Or just stay still. Come on back, lean back, cross your ankles, and sit. So this is a lot easier with blocks. Everyone can do this. It is a strengthening drill that is amazing. I used to call it mac and cheese pose because you can do it while waiting for your pasta to boil or whatever. So your blocks will come to the outside of your hips. If you don't have blocks, still give it a try. Hands will cup the blocks, shift forward, and then lift your hips up. Okay? That's it. Level one. You might feel enough. Or start to lift your knees into your chest. And then lower down. We're going to do 3 sets. Okay? Hands to the blocks. Inhale, shift forward. Round your upper back, lift the butt. Exhale, heels up. Hold 3, 2, 1. Lower. Roll out the wrist. That leaves 2 more. Hands to the blocks. Round your upper back, lift the butt. Lift the heels if you can for 3, for 2, and for 1. If the heels don't lift, don't worry about it. Just try. It all starts with trying. One more round. Round your upper butt, lift the butt. Round your upper butt, round your upper back, lift the butt, lift the heels, and lower it down. Remove the blocks for a moment. Rock back. Rock side to side. Don't get too comfortable. We're rocking back up. Rock up, rock back, up and back a few times. Gain enough momentum. You can use your hands to press yourself up into a forward fold. Again, bend your knees and let your rib cage fold to the inside of your thighs. Head releases down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Hands to your blocks. Exhale, right leg steps. Left foot is on the mat. Finding that lunge. Strong left leg, strong right leg. You can even take a hand to your sacrum to feel leveling of your hips. Then from there, belly sucks away from the thigh, strong core. Reach your arms forward, fierce pose. Ears between the bicep. Find your breath. Feel the fire in the thigh build. Rise up. Inhale, high lunge. And exhale, you can bend your right knee to settle. But again, finding an intention in that back leg by scooping the tail under to feel stretch down the front thigh. Find your lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Square the hips. That means hip bones in line. Inhale. Belly button facing forward. Exhale. One more breath. Right arm peels back. Palms face down. Spin your right heel down. Warrior two. Watch your left knee. Avoid it collapsing in. Take it past the second toe. Shoulders down your back. Back leg super active. That back pinky toe pressing down so much that the inner arch might even lift. Straighten your left leg. And hinge your hips back as you reach your arms forward. Hand down. Triangle. Right arm up. So again, I like to find a twist here. We'll turn the right hip down as we inhale the rib cage up and exhale to look up. Hand can come to a block outside of the left leg as well. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Lift your arm higher. Exhale. Spin your chest up. One more breath. Maybe a half bind. So this is the option. You can stay here. Or strong legs. Left arm forward. Serve something forward. For 3, 2, 1. Rise all the way up. Both arms up. Exhale. Bend your left knee. Inhale, re-straighten. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. Re-straighten the leg. Hands to hips. Pivot your left foot in. And we're going to fold again towards the side edge. I'm just going to switch so I can face you guys. So, optional to interlock your hands here. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, hinge down to fold. You can send your fists away from your low back. Feel stretch in the shoulders and the hamstrings. Take your hands down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine flat back. And then exhale onto your tippy toes. Turn your heels in. Sit the hips down. Arms reach up, goddess pose. This is a really nice one. Knees tracking in the same line as your toes, hips sitting down, arms up, and even cactusing the arms. Let's eagle wrap, right arm underneath left. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, down, sit down, lower. Draw the elbows down. Inhale, lift up a little. Exhale. Keep pulling the elbows away from the face. Inhale. And exhale. Arms reach out, cactus, stay in the goddess. Exhale, left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stay in the goddess. Cactus the arms. Inhale. Hands to the thighs. Left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop right shoulder. Look left. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale. Left shoulder down. Look right. Inhale. Exhale. Right shoulder down. Look left. Inhale, center. And then exhale, we're going to face the back edge of the mat. I'm going to switch again. So it's right foot is down this time. Back heel spins, warrior two. Right leg is forward facing the back edge of your mat. Flip your front palm. Inhale to reverse the warrior, side stretch in the right side waist. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Left heel pivots up. Left hand stays down, right arm lifts, easy twist. Look up. Breathe in. Twist your chest, breathe out. Hips stay steady. Inhale. Exhale, two. One more breath. Look down for balance. Your left foot is going to spin down to the outer edge first. Push into your left arm. Step your right foot to the middle of the mat. Sit the hips down. Facing forward again. Seated twist. Hug your thigh into your chest first. Stretching the right glute. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I'm working up a sweat. The right hand, take it behind you. You can take the twist. Inhale, left arm lifts. And exhale, left elbow outside of the right thigh. Hand to your heart. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, look back. Inhale. Exhale, press your heart to your hand. Inhale, center. And exhale, counter twist. Come on back to center. Fingertips behind you, lean back, lift, and step your left foot down. Seated figure four. Windshield wiper side to side. I like to open my throat here so that my heart lifts up. Because in all of these hip stretches, I'll leave you with this phrase. It's a good phrase. In every forward fold, there's a back bend. In every back bend, there's a forward fold. So in the hip stretches, in these folds, you want to lift your chest to really target the hips and the hamstrings. If you are taking it deeper, elbow can cradle the foot. Second elbow around the thigh. Interlock the hands and lift your chest. Kick your foot into your elbow as you pull the shin in. Everything's active. Belly in and up. Chest up. Okay, come on back. Ankles cross. Let's try. 3 more times, maybe without the block. You can even come onto your fingertips. Fingertips down. Shift forward, like you're gonna fart, basically, around your upper back. And then see if you can pick up your heels. Lower it down. That's 1. Maybe onto the palms. Shift forward, lift the butt. Lift the heels. For 2. Even if the heels don't lift, you're still doing work. Lift the butt. Lift the heels. For 3, rock back. Rock up. Up and back. Enough momentum. Land, forward fold at the top edge of your mat. And you're going to take a squat down. Separate your feet wide. Anyone who, if your heels lift, you might grab a block and sit onto a block. This is called Malasana, yogi squat. Prayer to heart. Okay. Bakasana, crow pose, arm balance. The key really is to keep a connection of these knees onto your triceps. Now in the beginning, it might help to take your elbows wide so that you come underneath your knees instead of the point straight into your armpits and your triceps. This requires a lot more core. So you might try elbows wide, hands down. Shift forward. Also key, look forward. Why? Because it broadens your collarbone. And so when your collarbones broaden, it draws these shoulder heads back, which stabilizes you for your arm balances. Lift one, lift two. Keep squeezing your knees into your arms. Keep pushing your arms into your legs. So you might try Bakasana. If you feel that you can't, you can also try it with blocks under your shoulders. Okay, so I'll lift my knees and take my shoulder heads to the blocks. Notice my elbows, they're still wide. I'm going to hug them in when I lift up. Lift one, lift two. Try to look forward, push into your hands. You might lift your shoulders off the block. Okay, when you're back into your Malasana, you'll find a downward facing dog. Take your time, you can step it back, you can shoot it back. Down dog. Find your breath. Inhale. Let's open the mouth and sigh it out. Exhale. A lot of times it feels really good to just let it go. Inhale through the nose. Make a sound. Exhale. One more. Inhale. HA. Release it. Any emotion that might have built up, release it here. Release it onto your mats. Right leg is going to lift, inhale. And then exhale, we'll bend the knee, tap our right tricep. Pick up the heel and see if you can kick your left wrist. And it doesn't have to kick, but we're going to place the shin down for pigeon pose. So if you're quite on the tighter side, you might place a block underneath your hip as you fold down, okay? Otherwise, you can walk your right knee back, tuck your left toes, walk the left leg back. Now, wherever you are, tuck your toes and lift your knee. Square the hips, so feel for the belly button facing straight down, alignment. Then from there, take your thigh down. Lengthen your spine, inhale, and then exhale, fold down. Really see if you can connect your forehead to something here, whether it's a block or your forearms, your fists. Just connect and start to let go. This is the time to let go. Relax your face and breathe. Imagine your spine as a channel for breath. Visualize your breath move up and down your spine. And every time you inhale all the way in, let the breath linger and expand to the spaces that feel tight. Send your breath to your hip. And then every time you exhale, release the effort. Fold down deeper. The forehead is going to stay on your right forearm. Bend your left knee. Reach your left hand back. Find your foot. You can also use a towel here to strap up your foot. And without opening the left hip up, keep that hip pointing down. Heel towards the butt. Feel like you could drag the heel back so much that that knee one day wants to lift up. Don't actually lift it up, it's just a feeling. Of course, if you need a little bit more, the hips stay down and you can lift your chest. If you're very flexible, of course, that heel can come in more. That's if you have that flexibility. Slowly release it. Come on back to your hands. Push into the floor. We'll lift the back knee and take our right leg back and up. Bend your knee, open your hip, and look back behind you. Gently step it down. Press into your feet, open your chest, look up. Wild thing. And slowly flip it back into your down dog. Other side. Left leg up. Left knee, left try. Left heel, try to kick it, left toes, try to kick it to the wrist. Then place your shin down. Back knee can release. Block option, modification options. Otherwise, tuck your back toes, lift the knee, walk back. Keep your hips square. Then lower the thigh. Lift your chest and fold. Once again, connecting. Listen to your own breath. Follow your breath. Where are you sending your breath? Can you slow it down? Filtering at the back of your throat, ujjayi. Every inhale, lengthening your spine more. Breathing into the outer left hip. Every exhale, folding deeper. Each breath drawing you closer and closer to folding. Now the left forearm stays down. See if you can take your forehead down. Reach your right arm back. Bend your right knee. Catch a hold of the foot and avoid opening or spinning your hips open. Try to keep yourself square as you pull the right heel down. Feel like your right thigh bone were lengthening back and your hip bone could press into your left heel. I hope you guys can still hear me. And then if you did take it deeper, you can always come back up, lifting your chest. Eventually releasing it. Onto your hands, push the floor away. Tuck your back toes, lift the back knee. Lift your knee up and send it back. Open your hip and then gently step it back behind you. Bridge your hips up, open your toe. This time we're simply going to sit our butt down onto the mat. Tuck your chin to your chest and lie all the way down to lie down. Have your blocks ready. Butterfly your knees. Feet together, knees wide, and place blocks underneath your knees. Even if you're super flexible, go ahead and place blocks underneath your knees. Press into your feet, lengthen the tail. Lengthen your shoulders. One more time, lengthen your tail. Hands come to underneath your belly button. So connecting the thumbs to the butt belly and your index fingers down to your pelvis. Take a breath in and open your mouth, exhale it out. One more breath in. Open mouth, exhale. So if you do have your towel and your oils at the top of your mat, they'll be within reach if you face all the right directions. Fold your towel so that it's going to become an eye pillow for you. And just very, very few drops of the essential oils onto your palm. Spread it onto the towel. The side where you put the oil on is not going on your face. You're going to flip the towel around. Allow the weight of the towel and the scent to dry you down. And if it's too strong, right, then you don't have to use it, but you want to make sure you put very, very little on. We'll take Savasana from here. Letting go completely, full surrender. One more full breath in. Open your mouth, exhale it out. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Rock your head a little side to side, waking everything up. Remove the blocks from underneath your knees and slowly close your knees together. Hug in tight. Rock a little side to side. Rock a little up and down. And we'll meet in a tall seat, facing your screens. Side prayer to your heart. Take a full breath in. Open your mouth, exhale it out. And we'll bow our chin to our chest, thumbs to our third eye, sealing our practice with a gratitude, even digitally connecting us to each other. Thank you, everyone, for joining me for practice. Namaste.